my name is Shivani Tyagi, your philosophy teacher. So today I'm going to make you understand that how we should write the answers and what kind of questions UPSC is giving. So first of all, we have to understand that UPSC doesn't ask you for definitions. Now, like it's more than like analytical. Like they want to know that if you know these definitions, if you can implement these definitions, right? Because philosophy is something which you'll take even after clearing this examination, even after clearing this interview, right? So these philosophers are going to stay with you, and this is what UPSC wants to try, right? So I'm sure that you have like often heard this, that never show in ethics examination that you are UPSC student. So there is a link to it because their standard increases. So there is a reason to it because UPSC philosophy optional. It's more than like understanding their definitions because it's about the implementation in reality, right? So now let's understand what kind of questions are coming and how we have to write it, like with what keywords and how we should put it. So suppose there is a question that Kant says a person is morally free only when they follow their own rational mind and not their emotion, not fear, and not outside pressure. So what Kant says, that we should focus on ourselves, about our beliefs, right? What this reality around us, what people around us think, right? We should not make decisions with the pressurizing, right? So this is what Kant says, and we understood this philosophy. I also made video on this, so you can watch that on my playlist. Now first of all, you have to explain the meaning, that what he was trying to say. So you are moral when you decide, not when someone else or something else pushes you, right? The definition of goodness, right, it can vary, but when you should be good, right, that depends on you, right? The decisions that you should make, that totally depends on you. They should not be pressurized on you, right? If you are watching this video, if you are watching this lecture, then it's because you want to, right? If you are pressurized, right, if you are forced, then it won't be as effective as if you are like doing it willingly, right? So this is the difference, and this is like what Kant says. Coming to next, if you help someone because you feel guilty, then it's not true moral action, right? You should help because you are feeling happy, because the right thing to do, not because the society is saying, right? So we should not hurt someone, we should not say something bad to other people because it's the wrong thing, right? This should be the like generalized definition of it. We should not, it should not be the definition like we are not doing these things, we are not doing such negative things because society says so, or there are certain rules and regulations which are against it, right? This should not be the concept according to the Kant, right? Now, if you help someone because it is the right thing, that this is Kantian autonomy, right? Then for Kant, morality comes from reason, not influence. There should be some reasoning to it, right? So it should not come from influence. Just because my friend is doing it, I will also do it. Just because my friend is not doing it, I will not also do it. So this should not be the reason. Influence should not be the reason. Society should not tell you. This world should not tell you. Rules and regulations should not tell you, right? This should come from your own reasoning. This is what Kant is saying. So a person is responsible only when they understand what they are doing and they choose it freely without pressurizing or without being forced, right? So their choice is based on rational thinking, on duty, right? What they are doing. So freedom plus reason is what? Responsibility. This is what Kant's theory is. You should make these pointers, right? If you will make these pointers such like these, then they'll help you to gain marks. Because examiner also wants to check so many copies, right? They also want to check it quickly. So if you are coming with these keywords, if you are summarizing this theory, right, in such a way, then I can guarantee you that you can score marks. Because like it explains that you have the like understanding of the philosophy, understanding of his theory, his ideology, and the rest will do your examples, and rest will do your attaching it with the modern thinking, right? Now you have to understand that you have to make your paper unique also. So how you'll do it? You have to explain with modern problem, like how technology affects freedom, right? So this is kind of an example that you can write. Now let me explain it to you. For example, today we live in a world can't never imagine that AI cameras watching people, right? you know this world where we are like covered with digital world and covered with this AI world. So Kant never imagined this while writing that ideology, while coming with that thinking, right? He never imagined this world, right? So apps tracking what we like, algorithms showing personalized content, deep fake videos that fool people, so invading someone privacy, right, and attacking someone with these things, right? Kant never imagined such a world, right, where these things can exist, right? Otherwise, his theory is what? Like we should be like while making decision, we should be reasonable, right? And the definition of good should be which makes you happy, and it's taken from you, right? But look at these scenarios and the situation that we are going through, right? So These technologies shape our choices without us knowing. If Instagram shows political posts designed to make you angry, your reaction may not be truly your choice. If you are being influenced, and same goes with news channels also, sometimes you get influenced because of what anchor is saying, because how harshly he is saying, because of the words he is using. So that ideology changes, right? You don't have, that personal perspective, right? So that changes the way that anchor is coming up with the news, right? The way he is explaining it to you. So you are influenced with that thinking, you are influenced in that news. Now deepfake videos can make you believe something that never happened, right? So these are the scenarios that, and these are the cases that you can write. Now next, YouTube recommendation push you into certain opinions, right? And same goes with Insta also. If you like keep scrolling, then such type of same types of videos and reels and shorts we get to see, right? So this is like Insta and the social media is influencing you to like that such type of content. And it is some way like, telling you that you have this thinking, and then you are forced to, because for whole day you are like watching that particular thing, right? For sure your perspective is going to change. That's a psychological behavior, right? So the question is, if our choices are being influenced, are we fully free? Instagram is controlling us, YouTube is controlling us, like whole social media is controlling us, right? When it comes to news, these people, political people, are controlling us, society is controlling us. So how will you define this uniqueness, that these ideas are mine and are not taken by anyone, right? So how will you answer this? Why Kant is still useful today? This relevance also should be mentioned. Even in digital age, Kant's idea gives us important reminders, right? Like rational thinking is still important. Kant tells to think before acting. Without making any, decision, you have to think while acting, right? You have to think rationally, logically, right? So human dignity must be protected. Whatever you are doing, however you are doing, make sure that humanity is there, right? Whatever decisions you are taking, make sure that that human is worthy of respect, right? Then in today's world, this means that no manipulation through deep fakes, right? And no misuse of personal data, no hidden algorithm controlling people, right? Like the algorithm which happens on Instagram and YouTube, right? That should be controlled. These deep fake videos, right, which shows the other reality, I will not say reality, the fakeness and misuse of these power, right? So now, where Kant's idea become limited today? That also you can write. And I understand that the word limit is 150 and 250, right? So I did not come up with the word limit here. I'm just explaining you that what kind of questions are coming up, right? And how you can write the answers, what examples you can include. From here, you can take whatever examples fits your like mindset, whatever example fits your paper, and then you can use it, right? But yes, in 150 and 250, you have to write in one liner and two liner. You have to maintain the answers also, you have to write the conclusion also, you have to write the examples also, content, and like all the material, right? So make sure that you are writing it in this way, right? Managing the word limit. Now our choices are not fully ours, as then you have to give the examples also of the TikToks, Instagram, and YouTube shows, and how political ideologies also sometimes influences us, right? So these things you have to mention. Then responsibility is shared, not individual, right? So today's responsibility is not only on the person, it is also on tech companies, government programs, AI system designers, because we are covered with it, right? We cannot live without these things, and they are the like major concern today, because they are the one who is shaping our ideology, shaping our thinking, shaping our mindset, right? So whom you sit with, what you do, and what you think, right? All of these things matter today, right? Then Kant's theory does not fully explain the shared responsibility, right? So this you have to mention in the end, that what you believe about it. Then conclusion, that Kant's idea of autonomy is still powerful because it teaches us to think rational and respect human dignity. But today, technology shapes our choices in ways Kant did not imagine. So you have to write the like whatever you have written above, right? You have to sum it up, right? Because you wrote about technology, right? You wrote about Kant's theory, so you have to merge it up, right? It should not be more than 2 or 3 lines. Conclusion should not exceed more than that. Now, true freedom today means you think rationally inside and you live in a digital environment that does not manipulate. So these things are that you have to mention. Now, why these philosophers are still relevant? Because UPSC values balance. It mentions strength, right? Example, Kant protects dignity and rational moral choices, which are essential today. And then you have to write the critical analysis of this. Okay. Now, for this question, we can write AI reduces agencies, algorithms, autonomy, and responsibilities, right? Like we have explained and understood. Okay. Now, this is important because nowadays UPSC checks your clarity of concept, your logical flow, that you have to, you know, compare it with modern issues, right? Modern examples, like we took AI and deepfake videos, then it application to real issues which are happening right now, recent news, right? And then critical thinking and balanced conclusion should be there, right? You don't have to tell that I do not agree with Kant, and it should not be about yes or no. There should be like balanced thinking, as I explained in the last class, in the previous slide, like but, right, you do agree with it, but there is a condition to it, right? And then you have to mention the ideology and the reason to it. Okay. And the word count again important, and the language style and decorative phrases, they are important. They are important. Yes, you have to manage that. Yes, you have to write that. Yes, you have to make sure that these are also aligned up. But there is like one more thing which plays more important role than these things, which is concept clarity and its relation with today's world news, right? With today's modern problem, that should be understood. This is why I tell you that whenever you are reading any news, current affairs, make sure that you're putting yourself in that shoe, and you are understanding that if I were like in that place, what would I have done, right? And then compare it with philosophers, that what this philosopher said, is his philosophy still relevant today or not? And you should write it down. This will help you to not only score in philosophy optional, but also in essay and other subjects also. So I hope that you understood what I was like coming up with the this video, and I'll be back with another question like this. Till then, thank you.